Hoping the Jets can get their stuff together for my mother and you, Connor. I'm curious who you are a fan of, but yes, I'm rooting for myself and your mother. And
sometimes
I don't mean that the way it sounds.
Zach Wilson love moms.
Oh, man, yeah.
MILFSE merch. Welcome to all the moms out there to the NFL Stock Exchange podcast. Trevor Sikkema, that's Connor Rogers. The rent is due. The bills must be paid. Our families are starving. It's time for a new mock draft, baby. We're here. The draft order has changed a lot since the last mock draft that we did. The team needs have changed a bunch. The trade deadline is come and gone. So we kind of have a good idea of what these rosters might be when it comes to the offseason. So the painting, the picture, it's getting a little more clear, Connor. Now we get to run through a new first-round mock draft. How you feeling, my friend?
I'm good, especially since we get to act like all the quarterbacks are in the draft right now, right? Besides Arch. We made a pact, like in week 2. We're like, Arch isn't in this class.
Yeah. And now he might be playing better than most of them.
We have cherry-picked that their other guys might be in the class, even though they might not be.
Yes.
Yeah. And what a day when the Giants make a huge move.
Yes.
They've moved on from Brian Dable. Joe Shane apparently will be leading the coach. The chat is just demanding Giants fix your franchise.
Well, I won't bury the lead.
Yep.
You're only going to have to wait 48 more hours because we're going to be fixing the Giants franchise on Wednesday. So you can rejoice for that. 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. That's when the live show is going to drop, and we are going to fix the New York Giants. Somebody mentioned, Connor, that the last fix your franchise that we did was for the New York Jets. So fix your franchise on the low moving costs train.
Right. The U-Haul just staying in the state of New Jersey.
The U-Haul's not even going anywhere. U-Haul's barely going anywhere. How far are the Giants' actual facilities?
25, 30 minutes. Not even. Depending on traffic. Yeah, not even.
We don't even need the U-Haul. We can walk.
No, yeah. Super easy. By the way, Fix Your Franchise sponsored by a moving company.
That would actually be sick.
We're the worst business people of all time. By the way, how about the chat? Jared in the chat says, Grandma stays in the cage until Bucky Irving plays. I agree.
Yeah, I agree too. As somebody who owns him in fantasy, as somebody whose happiness and rooting interest relies heavily on Bucky Irving, I tweeted this out yesterday while the Bucs were getting whooped by the New England Patriots. That the meme from Step Brothers where it's like, now all the Drake May super chats seem kind of effed up. Actually, now that I'm having to watch Drake May smoke my favorite team in Tampa. That wasn't very fun. But,
3 days. It'll happen in 3 days for me. So,
oh no,
Thursday Night Football, Jets, Pats,
dude.
Yeah,
he comes for us all.
11.5 point favorites, the Patriots.
Hey, Jets coming off a big win though.
Haven't lost in 3 weeks.
They haven't lost in what?
3 weeks, 3+ weeks.
That can't be right.
Beat the Bengals, bye week. Beat the Browns. It can be right.
Did they really win the bye week, though?
No, but they didn't lose. I said they haven't lost in 3+ weeks.
That's true. Okay, win against the Bengals, tie the bye week, and then win, yes, against that. Wow. All right, you're on a roll here. We don't even need to do this show for you. Why were people so obsessed with the Jets fix your franchise? They're fine. They're rolling.
Everything's good. It's not, literally every week you can rely on a kick return and a punt return back to back.
As I've often said, very stable. That's how you
build a roster.
Very stable.
Stable metric, kick return touchdowns and punt return touchdowns. Unstable metric, Justin Fields not being able to throw for more than 60 yards. Oh, boy.
We'll talk about that when we talk about the Jets, of course. Let's hit some super chats at the beginning of the show here. Terry, $5 super chat said, need to fix your franchise for the Falcons. The day Raheem is fired is going to be a glorious day. The tweet's going to hit like crack in the 80s. Well, I wasn't around in the 80s, but, I've heard things, seen movies.
Wasn't around in the 80s, haven't done crack, but we are going to see.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that part.
Yeah, I was going to say, you left out a very interesting omission.
Forgot to mention that part.
Aiden White with the $5 super chat. Trevor, how do you say the Cal quarterback's last name?
JKS is how you say his name.
I love that. JKS.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's a true freshman, isn't he?
I believe so. We
Yeah.
can't talk about him for the Cal quarterback, by the way. That's who we're talking about here, who is a true freshman who looks very, very good. And we got a super chat from Aiden for $5 saying, is he going 101 then? Not in this draft, but in 2 years, maybe.
Yeah, I'll work on that pronunciation over the next 2 years.
Jer, none cares. Great username. How does it feel, Trevor? Drake May walked your pitiful franchise, and now he's going to force you to wash your hands and then move on to being the Jets' father. Wow. Oh, he's saying that Drake May is going to move on to being the Jets' father. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's the Grim Reaper. Drake May is just the Grim Reaper meme where he's just walking door to door, and it was my favorite team, and now it's your favorite team next.
Yeah. The Patriots better win this game, by the way, with everything going on right now. So there's a lot of chatter, rightfully, a lot of brave chatter for an 11.5 point favorite.
I'm betting Jets money.
No, you're a madman.
I'm betting Jets money line.
You're nuts.
I'm doing it. We got 3 more, and then we'll start
game. But what does that matter?
No, we don't need it. They don't need it, dude. If we go back to the 80s, like the first, super chat was talking about, you don't need to pass the football. Just run the ball.
Run the ball. Dante, thank you for the super chat. Thank God I'm here while you're being live. Shh, I'm at work. We won't tell on you, Dante.
No, we won't tell anybody. I promise. We will not tell anybody. What?
The next one's Jim.
Colin Talk Sports, $5 super chat. Hello, we're back, department. The Commanders would like to apologize for the false claim last year. That's an elite super chat.
It's
unfortunately
that's worth
true.
$1,000.
We're going to talk about the Commanders very soon because now they're in the top 10 of this draft.
And it just feels like they'll never win again with their defense.
Hello, the we're back department.
Hello.
We're probably stealing that and making that a bit.
Yeah, well done, Colin. Oh, man. Tony Lee. Thank you, Tony. Always good to see you in here. Always love a mock draft Monday with you guys. Didn't mention it last week, Connor. How good is it not to have to mock an offensive tackle to the Jets? Finally, Membu looks like a top right tackle. Tony, I'm with you all the way. All the way. 5 first-round picks in the next 2 years. Fingers crossed. No need to ever think about using one of those picks on a tackle with Fashanu and Membu.
Kind of looks good.
Good.
Donnie, $2 super chat. I'll read these next 2 really quick and then we'll get it underway. Donnie, $2 super chat says, long day at the UNI college football facility. Needed this stream. What's up, Donnie? Appreciate you joining, getting it on the action. This will be a fun stream. We're excited to get it going. Then Vontel, bold take. Arizona will trade up to 4 to take Ty Simpson.
I like a bold take.
That is a bold take.
It's not crazy. You think they move on from Kyler, they trade up?
We're not going to do trades because it's just, to quote the meme from the league, no, it's too early for that. That's exactly what it is when we think about trades here, which brings up an interesting conversation at number 1 overall. Tyler, our fabulous producer, it's a good cue to pull up the beautiful PFF mock draft simulator that we have here. We got the Tennessee Titans picking number 1 overall. Obviously, this is a mock draft. We're going to be making a pick for every team. We're going to be talking about the good stuff there. And even if your team doesn't pick in the first round, we'll give you some love at the end of the show. And we'll talk about some options for you in the second round. We're going to have, you guys can do as many rounds as you want if you have a PFF Plus subscription. By the way, NFL SE 25 is how you get 25% off that PFF Plus subscription if you don't have one. We'll talk about all the teams when we get to them. But Connor, number 1 overall, it's the Tennessee Titans. You want to pick for the Titans, or do you want to pick the even number teams? What do you want to do as we go back and forth here?
I want to pick for the Titans if we declare no trades at the top.
I don't want to do trades.
Great.
And you can have that conversation, obviously, because with them having Cam Ward in hand, it feels like they'd be trying to get out of number 1, but I just don't think that it's really fruitful to do a trade mock in November.
I'm with you all the way, brother.
And I love fruits. So, if it's not going to be fruitful, I don't want any part of it.
Thank you for offering me the number 1 pick. I'm excited about this for the Tennessee Titans.
Go ahead.
We'll have a new number 1 pick compared to the previous mock. There we go. So the Titans in this spot, to state the obvious for Titans fans, you could trade this pick and get a haul, and you could you can get another wide receiver for Cam Ward. There's so many different things you could do. In this mock, We're not doing trades. And yes, we are cowards. I know the chat is absolutely declaring us cowards. Sure.
It's the word of the day here. Just cowards.
It's like that drill tweet saying to log off. Hold on.
I'll never log off.
It's one of the best ones. Oh boy. Who the F is screaming log off at my house? Show yourself, coward. I will never log off. Oh, never gets old.
Drill really did, when you think about it, the Twitter account Drill, which is just at DRIL, basically was the best at Twitter in like 2014. And for whatever reason, we're all still using the app and the social media platform, even though this person perfected it completely.
Yeah, there was no going. It was only downhill from there.
100%. It was
like nobody can ever replicate what that account was doing during that time period.
Yeah, 100%.
It's
the Michael Phelps of tweeting, if you will.
Right. Nobody will ever have a run like that ever again. So the Titans at number 1 with no trades. Trevor, to me, the player I'd take right now for them in this spot without any movement is Arvell Reese.
Yo, you would.
The linebacker edge defender from Ohio State. Arvell Reese is out of his mind when you watch this tape. I don't think the grades do him justice for the level of play we've seen from him this year. I did a tape breakdown for him for NBC. He is so violent against the run as an off-ball linebacker, but man, the pass rush ability is why he's even in the conversation here. You're not going number 1 overall or in the top 5, in my opinion, if you're just an off-ball linebacker.
Yeah.
The way he can stand up and dip his shoulder and turn the corner, and he's 6'4", 200, we think 43 pounds right now. I wouldn't be shocked if he comes into the combine at 250 and rush off the edge. He's insane. He's absolutely insane. Look at Bork Borkington goes, taking Reese number 1 overall, and people were calling him a coward not even 3 minutes ago. Yeah, that's right. I'll never log off. Dude, he's a freak show. And he's a type of player that you can build your defense around because he is so impactful on every single down in the way he changes the game.
I think the conversation with him is going to be similar to that of Abdul Carter, like we had last year, where he might feel like he's just the best player overall in this draft, and maybe a quarterback goes ahead of him, maybe 2 quarterbacks go ahead of him, whatever. But if he continues to play this way, he's that type of athlete where just pound for pound, he's incredibly strong. He's got that off-ball linebacker experience, but very clearly he is best when he's rushing the passer in some way. And we talked about it a little bit. I think it was either last mock draft or maybe when we were doing a fixture franchise mock draft. I think Arvell Reese is what everybody wanted Jalen Walker to be last year. That's how I feel about it.
I think that's an amazing way to paint the picture because I completely agree.
Because he was that same, and we talk about this a lot too. There's a fine line between being a hybrid player and a homeless player. A hybrid player means that you have a home-based position and then you have versatility outside of it. A homeless player means that you are a jack of some trades, master of none, sort of. Right. It's like sort of this Isaiah Simmons where you go like, what a great athlete. Think of all the things that you could do with him. But when things start to struggle again at the pro level, you don't have that thing to fall back on to continue to give you confidence. I think that Reese is sort of still, he needs to hone in a little bit on a certain position, but like, damn, if he just goes all in for edge rush work, I mean, pound for pound right now, around 240, 245 pounds, this dude is ragdolling offensive linemen that have 80 or 100 pounds on it.
Right. And speed to power.
And he is just hands up, ripping you to the side. And it's like, dude, how are you doing this? So the speed to power that you just mentioned is nuts for him. So I have yet to really do the true, like, full deep dive into him. But even like what I have watched over the last couple of weeks, he is such a fun player. So I don't disagree about the prospects of him potentially going number 1 overall. So we'll have him go number 1 overall to the Tennessee Titans here. I won't disrespect Tyler Shuck right now.
I won't do it. Let the man play.
He played well against the Carolina Panthers. And when you look at this defensive line, they need more impactful players. I think Chase Young has actually been decent for them. I really do. But Cam Jordan, not getting any younger, franchise legend, just an unbelievable player throughout the prime years of his career. And even like the younger and older years of his career, he has been good. But he's not the same impactful player. They need that on their defensive line. They really do. I'm going to take Ruben Bain Jr. here.
Yeah,
I think he is that next guy off the board. I know he's not as dominant as he was at the beginning of the season, but that beginning of the year tape does not go away. I think that just the size, the power, and the explosiveness that he plays with, I do think that he's a really good player. And he'd fit with, I feel like, the way that the Saints want to play defense, where you keep him multiple. You can line him up as a 3 tech when you want to. He's a 5 tech. He could be a 7 technique as a stand-up outside linebacker type of a guy. So he is, to me, still a player that really changes your defense. So Ruben Bain to the Saints here at number 2, as we sort of wait and see with what Tyler Shuck is going to be throughout the rest of this season now that he's a starter.
Right. They took him with a top 50 pick. When you really look at it, he wasn't taken that far away from Jackson Dart. So it's not saying that, oh, now he has to be Jackson Dart, but it's saying that the regime needs to get a real look at him. And you got to tip your cap to how he played against the Panthers, him getting the ball to Chris Olave and Juwan Johnson. And if things change and you lose faith, then we'll talk about a quarterback for the Saints as well, which the Giants at 3, who don't have a head coach anymore. Well, Mike Kafka, but this becomes a fascinating situation.
Which the Kafka, honestly, like firing Dable and getting to have Kafka as the interim head coach.
What's your take?
It's sort of like, because he's gotten head coach job interviews over the last couple of years. So this is a free, like actual, like on the job evaluation for him if you were even going to consider him potentially as the next head coach. Now, I don't know if they were, because he's part of the coaching staff that's struggling and everything like that. But the guy's at least gotten head coaching interviews over the last couple of years. So you are actively working with what would be maybe one of the candidates that you have here. And that's not always the case when you fire your head coach. So I actually think that the Giants like have a small bonus in their situation by letting him be the interim head coach.
Right. Say you go out through the coaching carousel and you go, damn, we really like Jesse Minter, but we don't know if we can make that hire because we're so fixated on the future of Jackson Dart. What if Kafka shows you a lot and wants to stay, and then you kind of keep a guy that already has that relationship with him as your OC? So there's a lot of different avenues for this. We'll see how it goes for the Giants. But this pick for me is actually pretty easy because it's Jordan Tyson. This is a regime that really, really wanted a wide receiver, it seems like. They made plenty of calls around the league for high-end wide receivers before the deadline, weren't able to pull it off. But they're picking so high, it doesn't really matter anyway. You get a healthy Malik Neighbors next year and Jordan Tyson in the same offense. You have guys that are explosive, can separate, have ball skills, can play inside and outside for Jackson Dart. It's hard not to love this being the solution after Shane couldn't trade for one of the high-end wide receivers.
So there's one, there's somebody in the chat who I wanted to answer this one. Zach, he said, why wouldn't the Titans want to beef up their offense, though? The whole thing is around Cam Ward. I totally agree with the notion of what you are saying. And if we were to be doing trade downs in this mock, there's a really good chance that wherever we would trade down for the Titans, they would be picking either an offensive lineman or a Jordan Tyson, a Carnell Tate, somebody like that. We would heavily consider one of those players. But at number 1 overall, if you're sticking to it, you have to take the player who you think is going to be the best football player. You can't just pigeonhole yourself into thinking, well, we've got to make this pick for Cam. For as much as you are trying to build the offense and help Cam, you also need to build the best team overall to help Cam. So if there's a player that you think is really worth it for you talent-wise at number 1, you'd probably go with that. Okay, so you're taking Jordan Tyson for the Giants at number 3? Cleveland.
They should take Noah Fafita and see if they have the smallest quarterback room of all time. What do you think of that? I'll hang up and listen.
What are they trading for, Bryce?
Yeah, and then trade for Bryce and trade Shador somewhere.
I think this has to be a quarterback, right?
I like that you didn't even entertain it.
No, I've moved on.
I don't have time for this.
I'm stressing myself out internally, so I don't have time for these games. I don't have time for these childhood games.
I'm literally just in the bleachers talking trash, and you're just trying to make a free throw. And I have no ground to stand on.
Buddy, you've never said anything worse to me than I haven't said 6 inches from the mirror, okay?
Oh, boy.
I'm always in the walls of Jericho.
Trying to get the rope break.
If the Browns are going to be picking number 4 overall, they're going to be picking a quarterback.
Yep.
The Dillon Gabriel conversation is interesting, and we'll get to a fixture franchise for the Browns at some point. But with Gabriel, I don't want to be too harsh on him to say that like he shouldn't have time to learn and adjust to the pro level. He absolutely should. And I want to still be patient with him here. But I think if you give him a couple more weeks and he has not really improved where you want to, I understand the offensive line's not getting any better over the next couple of weeks. The wide receiver room's not getting any better over the next couple of weeks. But you kind of have to get to the point where you have to throw Shedeur out there to see what you have in Shedeur. And for Dillon Gabriel, you got to remember, this isn't a player who only had 16 starts coming out of college. This isn't somebody who only had 24 starts even coming out of college.
Right.
Dillon Gabriel had 63 starts. Dillon Gabriel's seen a lot of football. And so I'm not saying he can't be better as a pro, but the reason why I was lower on Dillon Gabriel throughout the process is sort of like, to me, he's a what you see is what you get quarterback. And I think he can be a little bit better than what he has been lately if the cast around him is great. But if you're sitting here picking at number 4 overall and you're the Browns, you're going to be taking a quarterback. Ty Simpson's my QB1 right now. I like Ty Simpson the most. I know he's not QB1 here on the board, but just so everybody knows, the board that is front-facing on PFF.com and on the mock draft simulator is the consensus board, or sort of like what I think is going to happen and maybe what the rest of what I think the league thinks, what other people think, all the kinds of stuff. So it's sort of like a culmination consensus. Predictive board is really the word that I like to use there. If you guys want to see my personal board, you can go over to the big board page. You can click the little setting button, and then you go over to version, click that, and then you can scroll down and you can see my big board that I update there as well. Simpson is my QB1, so I'm going to take him here for the Browns. If they need a quarterback, I think he's the guy. Is Simpson perfect? No, but you talk about a guy who doesn't have a ton of starts under his belt. Simpson is one of them. It's his first year as a full-time starter, but my goodness, this dude gets it from an IQ standpoint. He knows how to go through his progressions. He knows how to layer throws over to the middle of the field. He can throw a touch. He knows when to throw when to throw the changeup, to when to throw the fastball. He adjusts protections at the line of scrimmage and understands protections. I think that this dude could be a really nice starter at the NFL level. Do I think that he's going to be a top 10 quarterback? Maybe not. I think the fringe of that's probably his ceiling, but I do still think this is somebody who you can win games with at the NFL level. And when you need a quarterback, you got to take a chance on a guy who might even be that for you. So I'm going to go with Ty Simpson here.
Yeah, he's my top quarterback as well. I would have taken him here at 5 for the Jets. So, that it kind of puts me in a tough spot because I don't love Fernando Mendoza like many do, where I'm not just going to take a quarterback to take a quarterback, especially the Jets have 3 first-round picks in 2027. So the Jets can't go into this draft operating saying we just have to take a quarterback. Are we operating this draft that Dante Moore is in the draft, despite all the noise around him potentially not being in the draft?
So he's in the simulator. He's eligible. But if you asked me to put $100 on the line on whether or not he's in this class or not, I would say that he's not.
Same here, which feels disingenuous to take him here to the Jets just because he's my QB2.
Sure. All right. So let's leave him on the board here until we get to the beginning of the second round, and then we'll give some team in the second round Dante Moore just to watch people go crazy about it.
Right. Oh, he's available now. So now we go down the path, and we did 2. By the way, I see in the chat, like this one from Anthony, Connor, why do you keep putting Mendoza down? I'm not. This is the 5th overall pick. I'm not doing you got to take a quarterback here at 5. You don't have to. You don't. If there's one that I don't grade as a top 5 pick, and I don't grade Mendoza as a top 5 pick right now, then I'm not taking one here. And I have no problem if people think that's a horrible, like they're like, no, Mendoza is a top 5 pick. That's fine. I've been honest since summer, and he's been going up in my rankings from more of a day 2, round 2 kind of guy now into a first round guy, but not a top 5 pick kind of guy. I'm not there yet right now on Fernando Mendoza. So he's going to go in the first round of this mock draft, I'm sure. But the Jets just traded 2 of their best players. It's not, well, now we just have to take a quarterback. This is a long haul rebuild, whether you like it or not, with 5 first round picks in the next 2. So
hit him with a buddy afterwards. Whether you like it or not, buddy.
Pal.
Big
Champ. Guy. Champ's brutal. Somebody champs you. You have the right to punch.
and if people want a little bit more in depth on your thought process there, when we do the mock draft at the end of the Jets Fix Your Franchise that we did, the episode that we did on Wednesday, we run through those 2 scenarios. We do a Jets mock where they don't pick a quarterback, and then we do a mock draft where they do pick a quarterback. And we walk through both of those things. And I think both you and I are leaning more towards, at this point, if it's not Ty Simpson, probably just waiting until 2027.
Right. So, and things can change. These guys I keep saying it every week, these guys have a lot of big games left for us to evaluate. Like, imagine if after 3 quarters, that was the game for Mendoza. Everybody like, that's the number 1 pick.
Right. And then he
sucked.
And then he had the
final drive,
drill, which is sick.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
Yep. Very important.
Same with Dante Moore. It wasn't throwing all day. It was rain and cold. And then he had the sickest throw of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so fluid with these quarterbacks right now. This might surprise you a little bit here. And I'm torn on 2 players. They're both receivers. I love Caleb Downs. It's just the Jets need to build this offense out. They really, really do. It'd be a tough sell, as great of a player as Downs is. I'm between Mekhi Lemon and Carnell Tate here. And I'll tell you why. And I kind of want you to be the tiebreaker. With Mekhi Lemon, there is a pathway that he is one of these next great NFL wide receivers because he's just elite at separating. He's elite. Like, you watch JSN right now, JSN is always open. And you look at Carnell Tate, he brings the complement to Garrett Wilson because he's got the size and the jump ball skills and the ability to kind of contort his body and track the ball down the sideline and stay in bounds with that crazy catch radius. So it's, do I want to build a well-rounded receiver room, or do I want to take a guy in Mekhi Lemon that you look at the ceiling and you're like, my goodness, he might just be insane?
I would take Lemon because I like him more right now. So I would stay true to my board and I would take Mekhi Lemon.
Yeah. It's tricky, right? It's just the fact that I think they need to build out the wide receiver room a little different. And maybe I'll change my mind on this because Garrett Wilson's slender. He's not short. He's slender. I'm going to add some size to it, and I'm going to take Carnell Tate.
Look, he played at Ohio State, so
you feel good about his prospects.
Congratulations on drafting an all-pro wide receiver. You did it. It's a cheat code.
And this goes back to, like, now a young quarterback in a year walks into a room with an offensive line and Garrett Wilson and Carnell Tate.
All right, there we go. So, hey, we're 5 picks in.
I was way too long on the Jets. I apologize.
No, you're fine.
That was way too long.
Brother, it's your podcast. You can do whatever you want. Guys, there are so many people live watching this mock draft. One, we love you. Thanks for tuning in. If you are not subscribed to the channel, we would love for you to be. We do all sorts of things like this. We do mock drafts for the whole league. We do specific prospect rankings. We do the Fix Your Franchise series. We do team-specific mock drafts. We cover the draft as well as we possibly can for every single team and every single fan, and we try to have a lot of fun doing it. So if you guys are not subscribed to the podcast, we would love for you to be. We'd love for you to join the Addicts. Appreciate you guys. All right, number 6. Let's get back to it. Raiders, 6. I think this one's got to be Fernando Mendoza, right? They can't not take a quarterback.
They can. Take a quarterback. I mean, Geno's better than Justin Fields, and I just didn't take a quarterback.
Yeah, but they're not going to run it back with Geno.
Well, and Pete Carroll, I think, is in a different timeline than Aaron Glenn.
Right.
Like you don't hire Pete for this 4-year build.
What's Geno's contract?
I'm sure it's not significant.
They signed him to a 3-year deal, though.
Yeah, so there's definitely guarantees for next year, for sure.
Let's see. Okay, if they cut him before June 1st, they have an $8 million cap saving. And if they cut him after June 1st, nothing changes. And it's still an $8 million cap saving. So they can move on. If Arvell Reese was on the board, I'd think Arvell Reese here. And I like Peter Woods as well from Clemson. Like, I think that he's going to be a really good player. So I could see Peter Woods being the pick here for them. It's just hard for me to, with how inconsistent their offense has been.
Their line stinks. But there's probably not somebody that you consider worthy of this selection.
Yeah, you took Tyson off the board. You son of a gun. I don't think they take Mekhi Lemon here. I don't think you could take a safety in Peter Woods. Yeah, I think you take Mendoza. I think you just take Mendoza. Let's just take Mendoza here for the Raiders. It's just not been good enough with Geno. And I am a Geno guy. Like I really like Geno. I really like the move when they brought him over. But it's been a tough year for him. And maybe they get the offensive coordinator where they feel really good about it. But until we get to that point, until we have a clearer picture of him being back, it's hard for me. If one of Ty Simpson and Fernando Mendoza are still going to be on the board, it's hard for me to not pick him there.
The Dolphins are on the clock at 7. This team doesn't really have their long-term GM right now. They let Chris Greer go. Shout out to Mike McDaniel, who coached his ass off against the Bills and is fighting to keep his job here. It doesn't feel like Tua is the long-term answer, but we're also operating in this mock draft that
like Dante Moore's not there.
Moore's not in it. So, so you take quarterback off the board here. I don't think Sellers is going to be in this draft either, but either way, I wouldn't take him here. Honestly,
who is in this draft?
Who really is in this draft? It's a scary question.
You got eligibility left?
If Mike McDaniel's still there, isn't this pick Mekhi Lemon, ironically?
No. They can't pick a receiver at 7, right?
I mean, they shouldn't. It's either him or Caleb Downs. They could absolutely use a safety, like a game-changing safety.
Well, they still have Minka. They didn't trade Minka.
Yeah, but Caleb could play anywhere in the secondary, and Minka's not going to be there forever.
No, Caleb Downs is awesome. I don't.
Or Peter Woods is a player, but you just took Kenneth Grant. And I'm not saying they're the same player, but you've been investing into your defensive line.
I would almost say like Jermod McCoy here.
That's not crazy. I almost forgot
who do they have
him.
Who do they have at corner? Like nobody.
No, nobody. They've missed on picks over the years. They've let their veterans go.
Yeah,
that's a really good. I actually forgot about McCoy. It's a great call out, just because we're waiting for him. Yeah, you're right. They have nobody at corner for the long term.
Somebody said McCoy might not be declaring either.
Yeah, but we have to operate like he is. That's, you know what I mean?
Right.
I get it. But I'll do that for like quarterbacks that are being offered $3 million to stay. I can't do that for every position in college football.
Yeah, and if McCoy's going to be CB1 or CB2 in the top 15 pick, you probably go coming off of a year where he's coming off an ACL tear. You probably go.
His tape last year was that good. Yeah, good call, Trev. I'm definitely sign off on that. Their secondary needs to get better, and if you want to take the corner instead of the safety, McCoy is still my top corner. I haven't wavered off that this year while he's been out.
Okay, all right. So we'll go Jermod McCoy there. I agree.
I see edge rusher talk, and I love David Bailey as much as literally anybody on planet Earth. It was just a little early for.
Well, they still have Chubb and they still have Chop Robinson. They traded Jalen Phillips, but Chubb's a free agent, isn't he? Or is he not?
No, I don't think he had a monster contract.
No, it was Phillips who was a free agent.
Yeah, and they traded him.
And
a lot of people are asking about offensive line. I just don't have one that's worthy of a top 10 pick here.
Right. Yeah.
On projection, like you could talk yourself into Caleb Lamu on projection.
Yeah.
But we're not totally there yet.
I still like Fano the most.
I do like Fano the most as well.
So Washington now up on the board. Tyler, if you want to scroll up a little bit for the pick side of things, just for the people who might be a little late, join us a little late. Washington. Let me break this down for you, Connor. When it comes to defensive line, they basically got no one-on-one winners. They don't have people who can win one-on-one in pass rush. They have the 19th ranked pass rush win percentage in the NFL when you're just looking at their defensive line. When you go to their linebacker level, Bobby Wagner, he's still a really high IQ run defender, but he doesn't have the athleticism to be a coverage player the way that he was during his prime years when he was in Seattle. His running mate next to him is Frankie Luvu. Frankie Luvu, he's not really a coverage linebacker. Frankie Luvu is at his best when he's running towards the line of scrimmage, when he's defending the run, and he's working as a pass rusher. He was kind of a Sam linebacker before he really became that nickel linebacker. A little bit when he was with the Carolina Panthers, and then certainly while he has been there with the Washington Commanders. So they don't really have any sort of coverage ability at the linebacker level. They have two downhill linebackers there. And then when you look in the secondary, Marshawn Lattimore hasn't been good. Now he's out for the year. Trey Amos has been their best corner, but that's just from the highs. He's also had the lows as a rookie corner. Now he's going to miss time because he's got a broken fibula. Mike Sainristil took a big step back from what he was last season. And then the two starting safeties that they have are unreliable and inconsistent. So now we have a group that is not good at rushing the passer, not good at coverage at the second level, really inconsistent corners, and non-difference making safety players. Oh, by the way, they're also the oldest roster in the NFL.
Oh, that's a dagger.
Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
Has to be.
Well, he's a game changer.
He's arguably the best player in the class.
Right.
He's a cornerstone piece for you. And I know people are going to be like, he's a safety. What value does he bring? He could bring you all the value in the world if you build this thing the right way over the next 2 to 3 years, which looks like that's what it's going to take to phase some of the veterans out and get some younger players in there and change that defense around a little bit. You build around Caleb Downs, you can have a pretty damn good defense in 2 to 3 years. So Caleb Downs.
I like it. He's just too talented to fall any further. Honestly, I mean, there was an argument for me to take him multiple times with the Jets at 5, the Dolphins at 7, for sure.
Peter in the chat's wondering where Luke Goatmeyer is.
As always.
Still on the board for now.
Stick around for round 5.
For now. Yeah, maybe pick 5. No, I'm kidding.
All right, the Bengals on the clock at 9. This is a team that it's no secret. They just need to get bigger and tougher, in my opinion, on the interior of the defensive line with the pick staring us right down. I get it. Peter Woods has not had the same year he's had that he did in 2024. That Clemson program, you could say that about so many guys with what's gone on there.
Mm-hmm.
I still think Peter Woods is a really talented player, Trevor, that is strong against the run.
He's going to be a great pro.
He's got the size. He's what a pro defensive tackle looks like. And and he's not even 21 years old yet. This is actually the Bengals in a way getting a discount, because our conversation over summer was Peter Woods should be a top 3 pick in this class. And now you look at everything that's gone on at Clemson, and we're talking him around pick number 9 instead. So for the Bengals, they get a need at D tackle and the best player in this class at that position.
I like it. Eli, who does a lot of really great social work for PFF and then also for NFLSC as well. He helps out here on the NFLSC channel. Noted Bengals fan. I was talking to him earlier today, and he's like, they have not drafted an impact defensive tackle since Geno Atkins.
It's crazy.
They just haven't. They have not drafted an impactful defensive tackle since Geno Atkins, and I think we'll definitely need one over the next couple of years. And so I think people might be screaming at this, being like offensive line. How is this not offensive line? Well, it could be Spencer Fano if you like him a lot. Maybe Francis Mauigoa or Maui from Miami. But
might be a guard.
Right. That's the thing is I think the Bengals are in a much better position to grab value for an offensive lineman top of the second round than necessarily have to reach for them in the first round, especially when you have a guy who you think is going to be a major difference maker for you in Peter Woods. Okay, let's do the Rams at number 10, and then we'll run through.
How nuts is this?
Yeah, dude. The Rams. So I don't know if they're going to win the Super Bowl. However, we haven't done the power ranking episode in a long time. Los Angeles Rams would be number 1 for me.
For me too.
Stafford
has been my MVP pick for a couple of weeks.
They would be number 1. The offense has all of the answers. They have a head coach who has all of the answers. They have a personnel that allows him to have all the answers, and they have a quarterback who has all the answers. They are an absolute wagon. They are a machine. They play the Seahawks this week.
Oh, I know.
Oh, baby.
NFC Championship game preview potentially.
Game. Whew. I'm excited for that one because if the Rams aren't my Super Bowl favorite, Seattle feels like another team that could absolutely be. And the Rams, laughing all the way to the bank, have the Atlanta Falcons pick here at number 10 overall. I think I was going to say Mansour Delane.
That's the name that jumped out to me because of their roster.
It's true, but like the corners now all playing better. Like the secondary's playing better.
I know.
Emmanuel Forbes plays better.
It's amazing, right? Maybe you don't have to go corner here. You can go corner with the next pick.
I almost just feel like this is just complete luxury.
Their pass rush is good.
I know. Jared Verse is great. Byron Young is great. Oh, and guess what? Guess who they have next? Josiah Stewart.
I like the chat saying Spencer Fano.
Because Rob Havenstein is getting up there in age.
Yeah, I like that.
Where do they pick next? Tyler, can you scroll the pick box?
32.
All right, 27. All right, can I pull this off? Can I do it? I don't think I can. I think I might be crazy for this.
Okay.
All right, before I say the name, hold on. Can you scroll up a little bit? All right, all the way to the top. Sonny Styles.
Oh my God. I wasn't ready.
Sonny Styles. Sonny Styles.
It's Jacob Rodriguez disrespect.
It's what? I mean, it is. I apologize. Look, I think it's sort of the same. It's sort of the same argument. And I thought about going the other way around. And the linebackers that I would like at 27, I don't like as much as the offensive tackle options I think I am going to like at 27. So
you just killed the chat.
I am going. Look, Sonny Styles has been so awesome this year.
He is.
He has been so awesome this year. And this is one of the players on this team that I think could be a last piece for whatever they want to do on the defense side of the ball. The speed, the strength, the absolutely everything that he's been able to do for Ohio State. I'm going to go Sonny Styles here at number 10.
Shocked me.
I shocked everybody, it seems like.
All right. I like it, though. This is your mock draft. You could do whatever you want.
Hudson said, what are you, the Lions? Indeed, I am.
That's
Indeed,
fair.
I am.
The Cardinals at 11. This is a team that we don't know who the hell is going to be playing quarterback next year. Could just be Kyler Murray again. Might not be. They're not picking early enough where they had a shot at Simpson or Mendoza.
Yeah.
We're operating that Moore's not in the draft, and then there goes the quarterback class. So not thinking about that here. I mean, I can't not take Mekhi Lemon here at this point. It's either him or Spencer Fano.
I would take Fano. As somebody who just didn't take Fano, I would take Fano.
Because then at least you feel good that you have Paris on the left side. Yeah, Jonah Williams is not for long.
No. I think he's a free agent this upcoming.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's Fano. It's more out of need. I still like Spencer Fano a lot.
They're gonna have multiple offensive linemen this offseason. They have to.
Yeah, it's not a great unit.
Nick said life is short, rage bait the chat. Trevor.
I love that. B-Ball said, isn't Paris a right tackle? He plays left tackle for them now.
He does play left tackle.
So good question.
He
used to play right tackle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. We got to run through the super chats.
Yeah. I'll take Fano here, though, by the way.
Okay. All right. Taking Fano. That's top 11. Carson, $5 super chat. We appreciate you. Just got done surfing, and now I get to watch my unks talk about football. Glorious day.
Where do you live, Carson? You have to, I'm assuming you have to live in Southern California. I'm assuming. I want to know so many things. Good for you is number one.
Yeah. All right. Zachary, $5 super chat. Can't believe I finally get to watch live. Hopefully the Sonny Styles picks was worth it for you. Fix your franchise for the Saints. Going to hit like an Uncrustable when you're late for work. Connor, you know all about that.
The working man's meal.
That's true.
Mikey 311s, thank you. What are your thoughts on Billy Schrouth at ND? He's hurt right now, but seems like a massive mulling guard. I'll have to get thoughts for you when he's healthy.
Yeah, haven't watched him. Harris, $5 super chat. With the Commanders picking in the top 7, is it wise for them to draft Reese, Downs, Tate, or trade back? How much can those players really help them in year 1? I took Caleb Downs for them because I think that he is just straight up one of the best players in the entire draft. I think he is a guy who has such a high football IQ. He's the kind of player that you build a defense around. They need that above anything else. And to be honest, I don't know if you can afford to trade down from that spot. They need a lot of picks. They don't have a 2nd or a 4th round pick because of the Laramie Tunsil trade. So they have a 1st, a 3rd, and a 5th. So trading down from the top 10, I think we're going to do that a lot in exercises. But man, there's just, if Caleb Downs is sitting right there, it's going to be hard to pass him up. I really do think that.
HD LXST, someone go check on Trevor after that Pats win. We are checking on him. He's okay.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Peter Kilmartin, thank you for the super chat. Regardless of A.J. Brown's future with the team, KC Conception to the Eagles in the 1st round. Go Birds. I like it.
Ooh. Is there wide receiver 3? All right. Jay Berg's
that's Jahan Dotson erasure.
Yeah, can't stand for it. Jay Berg's $5 super chat says, respectfully to Trevor, Drake May. Thank you. Thomas with the $5 super chat. No super chat, just $5. We appreciate you, Thomas. Thank you.
A super $5.
A super $5, indeed.
JA, thank you for the super chat. How many consecutive Raiders fix your franchise will there be? We've done what, 3? 2?
I think 2 already. Yeah.
There'll be another,
a pending
third
one. Pending 3rd this year.
Yeah, there'll be another one.
Sully, $5 super chat. How are we feeling about Jeremy Bernard? He's been such a big part of the Tides offense. I feel like he should get 1st round buzz.
We love him.
Yeah, I think he's awesome. He is such a high floor type of a wide receiver. I feel like I'm still a little bit lower on him than other people who want him in the 1st round, but like,
right.
He seems like just such a solid day 2 pick wherever you can get him. 2nd round, 3rd round. It feels like 2nd round at this point with the year that he's having, but blocks his ass off, can line up in all the different wide receiver positions. I think he's great.
James Alba, thanks for the super chat. Where does Arvell Reese fall in the world of Micah Parsons, Isaiah Simmons, Jalen Walker? And James followed up in the chat and was like, "Oh, you just answered my super chat." Yeah. We went through that one. He's a special player.
Jared No One Cares says, "I'm a homeless player." Hey, you know what? It's great.
Andrew Bailey, thank you for the $10 super chat. And Thomas Pike, thank you for the $2 super chat. This is a bribe. Take defensive line for KC, Alfred Collins.
Oh, yeah. Still on the board. It's true. Could. Dante, $10 super chat. Oh, dude. All right. I'll read this one.
This is my burner account.
You don't have to. Dante, $10 super chat says, Connor, you're the best draft analyst in the game. Better than the butt cheeks that pass as your competition.
I don't even know who that's referencing.
As a fan, me, obviously.
No,
as
it's
a fan,
not.
How can I watch tape and judge if a player actually has intangibles?
For all the fun in the first part, it's very funny, and this is my burner, like I said. The second part, Trevor, to me, you could find, it's really getting to know these guys is the best way, but you can find things, like for wide receivers, if they're blocking their ass off, I'm like, oh, this dude is built a little different. There's certain things at different positions. If an offensive lineman is blocking through the whistle, the extra effort kind of stuff, you can find certain intangibles on tape. Guys that play special teams.
Yeah. Yeah. Effort's
It's not an easy life.
Anticipation's a big one. Like a lot of that stuff is, you can see a little bit of it on tape. Dylan, $2 super chat. Eval on Darian Mensah. Is he worth the top 15 pick? I don't think he's worth the top 15 pick, but he's having a really good year. I think he's climbing the ladder because a lot of other quarterbacks are not playing very well, and he's at least playing a brand of football that is easy on the eyes. It's smooth. It's fun to watch. And he's just playing at a really confident level right now. I don't think he's toolsy enough to be a first round pick. I really don't. But I know a lot of people like him, and I can understand why, because he's fun to watch.
Want to get back to the mock?
Yeah, let's do it.
We have a lot left. Thank you, everybody. Really great in the super chats today. Appreciate you guys so much.
Oh, is this me? Yeah, me, right?
This is you.
12?
At 12?
Yeah, Cowboys. I think Jeremiah Love stands out to me.
That's Javonte Williams disrespect.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. They need pass rusher as well. I think Donovan Ezraku is great, but when you have TJ Parker or David Bailey or Cassius Howell.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's
nuts this year.
I think it's probably got to be one of those guys. Can you, Tyler, can you click TJ Parker? All right, he's been all right. 14.2 passes win percentage. Okay, that's about what I thought it would be. I might have to go David Bailey here, because I don't really think there's a...
He's such a menace.
Yeah, now they got Quinn in too.
Right. That was their big D tackle ad.
They struggle so much in the secondary, though. I might have to do Mansour Delane. Who would you take, Delane or David Bailey?
I think Bailey's a better player. I think Delane's a bigger need.
Okay. Then we take Bailey. Take the better player.
Take the better player, especially this time of year. Yeah. By the way, Carson updated in the super chats. I live in SoCal and I'm on disability because I just broke my foot and got a screw put in just surfing and eating Uncrustables. Good for you, Carson. Get well and enjoy that surf.
The Uncrustables shall heal all. Somebody was saying, what about Keldrick Falk potentially? Keldrick Falk, for me, I think he's a really solid football player. I don't know if he's ever going to be the pass rusher for you.
He's the big dog.
The conversation with him is going to be very similar to that of Michael Williams, in my opinion. And I felt like Michael would have been worthy of a late first, early second round pick. And that's kind of the way that I feel about Keldrick Falk, to be honest. 13 is the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, so you took David Bailey at 12. I'm going to take Cassius Howell here at 13 and just start the pass rush run. Howell's been unblockable this year. You get him and Mike Green kind of screaming off the edge. And hopefully Matabike is back next year. I mean, this is a serious injury that we don't know the future on. But Howell is one of the most dynamic pass rushing threats in the entire country this year. And he was very good last year. When you watch the tape for summer scouting, it's like, whoa, they had another guy on this front. So for the Ravens, get as much pass rush juice as you can.
Yeah. I think the interesting conversation with Howell is just going to be the arm length. Because if the arm length shows up and he's got 30-inch arms, that's all anybody's going to talk about. And it feels like there's just not going to be enough people to sort of stand on the tape. And he loses reps because of lack of length. And people are going to be able to point that out. But he wins a ton regardless of the lack of length. So
that's the key.
Yeah, I'm with you. I am with you here. I'm still really bullish on him. The Vikings... we had somebody in the chat. Garrett Greenlee, Football Analysis, saying Mansour Delane staying in purple and yellow, buddy. Could.
Not crazy.
Could. He is where my mind immediately goes to. Where was that chat? I just saw it. Oh, Rob says, please don't force cornerback for the Vikes. Best player available at safety, running back, center, outside linebacker, inside linebacker, then cornerback. Succession planning. Well, I like the plan. I like the succession planning there. However, I do think Mansour Delane would be considered like a best player available type of player. I don't think that we would just be forcing this one. If the Vikings have an opportunity to pick him or Jermon McCoy, I think that would be well worth the investment for them. I am very intrigued with Jeremiah Love. I think Love would be a great fit with this offense. And I just don't feel as though they lean on the run game the way they need to really help out JJ McCarthy. Like McCarthy, I think dropped back 47 times this past week, or he had 47. What was it?
The dropbacks were high. I don't think the passing attempts were.
What was it? Let me see. Where are the Vikings? Here they are. JJ McCarthy had 42 pass attempts this past week.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's just got to be so much more balanced than that. And
but the problem is, as he's developing or trying to, it's so easy to force the game on him. I get what you're saying, though.
I think I go Mansour Delane here.
Sam Simmer said, pretty sure it was 9 who had 42 drops. That's a good one. That's up there for me, Sam. You can't give yourself an alter ego. You can't do it.
Someone else has to do it.
Someone's got to do it.
Someone else has to do it. If somebody else, if Justin Jefferson was like, yeah, that's 9. Like that's 9. Right. That's what we call it. That's different.
It's like,
that's aura.
Justin Jefferson gave you that. You could stand on that.
Yeah. We're going Mansour Delane. We're making Delane happen here. They need cornerback help. This isn't just forcing a need. It could be a best player available kind of conversation here. I'm going with Mansour Delane.
All right. Next up here, the Texans at 15. This is the classic, like, man, I really need to have my broccoli, but I want to skip right to ice cream. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Who are you picking?
Well, the ice cream is Jeremiah Love.
Oh, right.
Shout out to Woody Marks looking really good this week.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Because the broccoli is draft the offensive line like an adult. Like, improve this, but...
Are you going to do it?
I don't... Yeah, actually, if I'm going to take a guy this high, I think it's Lomu.
Ooh, you think?
He's the real tackle of this group. I do like Malingoa a lot. I just don't know if he's actually a tackle yet. I think he's a damn good offensive lineman.
Yeah,
I don't like Proctor in the top 20. He doesn't have the feet.
Yeah, now you got Ariante Aristry and Titus Howard as your OTs right now. I would if I was in this spot.
I could take Malingoa because he could start him at guard.
I would be cool with him or Lomu here. Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is actually the luxury spot I could take Malingoa because they also need help badly on the interior. And then if he's a long-term tackle, that's fine as well. So yeah, I'll take him. Jeremiah Love, which would have been more fun. I'm taking Malingoa.
Okay. All right.
But Jeremiah Love would have been more fun.
Somebody was like, how is Mekhi Lemon still on the board? Yeah, I mean,
it's not outrageous. This happens in every draft.
Does he go here to the Panthers? Panthers are set at offensive line. There's not a quarterback worth taking, even if you want to have the Bryce Young conversation. There's not a quarterback yet worth taking. They have Jalen Coker. I understand that. But, like, you could draft Mekhi Lemon, and if he's basically replacing Xavier Legette because you don't like the investment that you have in Legette, then you would have Tet, Mekhi Lemon, Jalen Coker. Jackson and Horn are playing well on the outside. I like Lathan Ransom coming up as one of the safeties next to...
Nick Scorton's getting going.
Trayvon Merrick. Nick Scorton's getting going. Derek Brown's an animal. They have Princely Umanmielen as well. The linebacker level I would like to address, if only Sonny Styles was on the board. If only he was a worse football player and he would still be on the board here at this point.
Man, it might be BPA Lemon time.
I think it's either Lemon or like TJ Parker, just because then Princely Umanmielen would just be your true designated pass rusher. Like, you wouldn't have to start him full time. Because they have one, right? I'm not going crazy.
Well, because Scorton has the size to play full time, where Umanmielen has never had that kind of game.
They still have Wanham. Well, what's his contract? Because I think he's fine.
By the way, real quick, while you're looking that up, Kenny in the chat, this is a really good call because it's kind of how I felt when I was going to take Caleb Lomu. He said Lomu is young with a bunch of starts and profiles as a tackle. Not similar players, but it reminds me how I felt about Colton Miller, where he wasn't going to be great year one and you're drafting for year two. That's the perfect way to put it. Like Caleb Lomu has a really good long-term outlook as a true tackle, and you can't say that about a lot of guys, even if you have to deal with the speed bumps early on.
I would agree. I think that's a really good point. That's a really good chat. Wanham's a free agent. Somebody said give them Sadiq. I'm not going to give him Sadiq just because he hasn't been. Sadiq hasn't had the year where you go like, yeah, okay, like Mitchell Evans and Jatavian Sanders, who have played well for them, like you could absolutely kick them to the curb. Sure. I think they've been playing well there. Man, Parker, BPA, or Lemon? It might be Lemon, huh?
He makes your team. He improves your team the most.
Yeah, let's take Mekhi Lemon. I'm going to take Mekhi Lemon here for the Panthers.
The Chiefs at 17. I'm going to take Jeremiah Love.
Oh, jeez. We got to restart.
Do I need to explain?
No, we got to restart.
They should have traded the third-round pick for Breece Hall.
We've got to go back.
The Chiefs get Jeremiah Love, who gets to run through everyone's face. And good luck, everyone. Jeremiah Love is an absolute tank. He is so quick. He's got great footwork, pound for pound strength. He catches the ball.
The chat might hate you more for this than the Sonny Styles pick.
That's fine.
Because of what you've done to the league. Look, so many people. Thomas, what are you doing? Mission saying no.
Yeah, boo me. I don't care. Only the greats get booed, by the way. I'm fueled by your hate. Keep it coming.
Mission, it's never been more over. Daniel said started over. Bork said delete the stream.
Remember
we can't let Brett Beach see this.
Mark goes, how about those Chiefs? Boo this man.
Soupy said you're not even a Chiefs fan.
No, I'm an absolute fraud.
Oh, Colin said, not true, Trevor. The Styles pick was cheeks. Hey.
It's like what was Pete Weber's quote? The bowler.
Who do you think you are? I am.
No, that's my favorite one. But the second best one.
Oh, the one where he said like, hate it or love it. You watched.
That's me right now. Screw all of you. This was the real me the entire time.
Right. Fredo said I was not expecting the heel turn.
Yep. Hashtag the kingdom.
Oh, no, that's too far. Congrats, Chiefs fans. Okay, who picks next? Oh, the San Francisco 49ers. Oh, TJ Parker, right? It's got to be. Their D-line, I mean, they have no pass rush outside of.
Well, they just lost Michael for the year. They will have Michael and Bosa back next year.
Yeah, I guess they're not going to pick TJ Parker. What?
I almost spit out my drink on my keyboard. You sit down, you go, Niners at 18. Oh, TJ Parker. And then you go, yeah, they're not going to pick TJ Parker.
Well, they probably should. They probably should. You want me to be honest with you?
Dude, I'm begging this organization to invest in real offensive linemen, not named Trent Williams.
Wow, Connor Colby erasure?
Yeah, it really is. Man, I've been owned by the chat. Sean said most of us aren't dumb enough to be Jets fans, at least. I mean, listen, I deserve all of the backlash I'm getting.
I guess it has to be offensive line, doesn't it? All right, well, who makes the most sense for San Francisco at this
point? Oh, the defense is barren, but I guess that's because of the injuries.
You could at least you could try to convince yourself it's because of the injuries. Meanwhile, this team desperately tried to trade for an edge rusher. They traded for Keon White. He hasn't been what they wanted him to be. Bryce Huff was hurt. They drafted a guy at 11 who has a passer's win percentage of 11%.
Oof. And he's hurt. Oh, boy.
What's McKivit's contract at?
Isn't he up after this year? Or no?
If he
Did
is,
they extend him?
If he is, then this is probably Lomo.
That was a quiet extension if they extended him. I don't remember that.
Oh, buddy. It was church mouse extension. This guy's on the books.
Oh, man.
This guy's on the books with cap hits until 2029 with 4 void years that get us to 2032.
Oh, man. That was definitely done on the dark web, that extension.
That was.
Nobody knew about that.
Maui Noah, though, can play guard for you.
I already took him.
Oh, yeah, you did. Ah, man. We're back on TJ Parker.
It always comes back to TJ Parker, who's the new Alfred Collins, who will be playing alongside Alfred Collins. Moonfish said, Proctor is the most overrated tackle I've ever seen in the draft world. I'll say this, Moonfish. I think it's finally the perception is starting to turn. Not to be that guy, because I miss as much as anyone. But over the summer, Trevor and I were like, hey, didn't love Caden Proctor as much as I thought I would.
Mm-hmm.
And now it feels like a couple months of football. Everybody's like, I guess he was just billed as like this top 5 kind of pick, and that was never
Andrew
reality.
says Proctor is the new Alex Leatherwood. I don't think he's Alex Leatherwood.
That's too far. That's too far. But I get what you're saying, Andrew, where it's like Alabama, big, strong, couple cool plays.
Steven said, but the screens.
The screen game.
Screen game. All right, let's take Caleb Lomu here. Just do it.
There you go.
Whatever. He might be an upgraded tackle, and I think that's probably all that matters at this point.
Lomu is the type of guy, and I'm glad we're doing this, that he's going to be everybody's favorite 2nd or 3rd round pick. And then by the time March or April's around, he's a 1st round pick.
Yeah.
Because that's the guys that look and play like that go in the 1st round.
Yeah.
That are that young. All right, the Browns at 19. You had them take Ty Simpson already, correct? Yeah, you did.
I did indeed.
Okay, so now the Browns. This is an offensive line that also needs help. I just don't have the bodies here.
Yeah, I kind of screwed you over.
It is what it is. That's the draft. Dude, this unit was horrific against the Jets yesterday. Will McDonald had 4 sacks.
Can you click Saraveld's name, Tyler?
I think he's a guard. Played very well this year, though. Very well.
But, like, if he's a guard, it doesn't matter.
Right. You're saying, like,
the Browns need literally anybody. If he's in this class, I like him. You know who my most underrated guy is right now? Is that dude from Stanford. Nicky Provo.
Oh, yeah. You had talked about him a couple weeks ago just because he hasn't played a lot of football, right?
The grades aren't what you want them to be yet, but he is I think he looks like an NFL player, man. He looks like a starting NFL offensive tackle. He only started playing football his senior year of high school, and he only played 3 games before he, I don't know if he tore his ACL, but he only played 3 games, and then he had an injury. He walked on at UCLA, earned a scholarship at UCLA, got into the lineup at UCLA, and then he transferred over to Stanford. So, like, he really has not played a lot of football. But to be honest with you, this dude shows the movement skills, the body type, the length, the power ability, the balance, the core strength. Like, I think there's NFL starting potential in this dude. And I think that we're going to hear his name a lot more if he is in this class as the.
I was going to say, do you think maybe one more year of development for him then because of that?
Yeah, but from what I have heard,
industry sources,
he might be in this class. And when I say that, I mean it might feel more like he is than he isn't.
Okay. So the Browns, I just don't love the available offensive linemen here.
Peter said I'm 6'7" for me.
Oh man.
Nick said walked on at UCLA and transferred to Stanford. Buddy, be a doctor.
Right. What are you doing? Oh boy. Let's go back to the board here. I can only see 5 players. Okay. They do need another wide receiver because it's just kind of Judy and Cedric Tillman out there right now. So available would be Denzel Boston.
Man, people really like Gooseby. I think he's inconsistent.
Who's this?
Gooseby.
Is he on the
you
board?
should pick Vega Owane from Penn State, the guard.
You think this early?
Oh, I think he rules. Yeah.
No, he's very good. It's just I always like am conflicted of when you start taking true interior players.
When the draft class calls for it.
And this is kind of the turning point of that class. He's somebody where when Penn State was going into the Oregon game, the noise was getting loud. It was like, hey, this guy's really good. And then Penn State's season fell off a cliff. So it's been quieter, but that's not his own like doing.
It's your pick.
Is it, how do you pronounce his last name? Owane?
Owane, I believe.
Oh, Owane.
Yeah.
No, I like this pick because it's kind of one that slipped my mind. I saw a lot of love for the Oregon guard too, Emmanuel Pregnon.
Well, he's yeah. I think is it just Pregnon? I think is what it is.
He's a redshirt senior, so he is absolutely in this draft.
I actually liked his tape when he was at USC. I was kind of wondering why nobody was talking about him. Now there are people who are talking about him like a fringe first rounder, and I was like, whoa, okay, I don't know about that,
right?
But I do think that he is good. I don't know if I think about him here.
No, I'm losing my doc. This is absolute chaos. I'm going to take Owane. Yeah, we did the pronunciation on the show like 2 months ago. It was Olai Vavenga Ioane.
Ioane.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go with him.
Okay. All right.
The Browns, they just need to start turning over this line and getting younger and more athletic, and he fits that bill.
Who is this, the Steelers?
Yeah, you have the Steelers at 20. Feels like they always pick at 20.
Show me wide receivers. Because that's all I'm thinking about here. Denzel Boston. Gotta be, right? Or Casey Concepcion.
I was gonna say, is it problematic to take Boston, who plays the same style DK plays in certain ways?
No,
okay.
Denzel Boston. No.
If your quarterback only throws the ball 2 yards down the field.
We watch this. All right. I know Aaron Rodgers has hurt you. I know he's hurt you personally, spiritually.
He's done. Boo me again. Boo me again and tell me with a straight face he's not done.
I watched this past game against the Chargers, and on third downs, really on just really important downs, he wouldn't trust anybody other than DK. Like DK was basically it. So I don't care if Denzel Boston also happens to be tall. He's the best wide receiver.
No, I think though, like his athleticism profile is similar to straight line-ish, bigger body, plays in a lot of contested areas, which is fine. I like Denzel Boston a lot. But are they going to look for that quick twitch separator is kind of what I'm saying.
I think they're just going to take the player that they believe is the best football player, and I think that's going to be Denzel Boston for him.
Okay.
So, let's go Boston here.
The Bills at 21. It's wild to see the Bills at 21.
Wait, can I read an ad first?
No. Yes.
All right, thanks. Wait a second. Can't remember which ad I have to read.
Make one up.
All right, I'll make one up. No, I'm not making this one up. This NFLSC betting segment brought to you by our friends over at DraftKings Pick 6. Every yard, every sack, every interception, and every touchdown, folks, with Pick 6, DraftKings' newest game. Every snap can turn into a big-time payout. This isn't just watching the game. This is playing to win. Here's how it works. You just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats. The better your picks, the bigger your payout. It is that simple. Pick 6 gives you more upside than any of the other pick'em sites, and it's even available in most states, including Texas, California, Georgia, Missouri, and so much more. Go bold, go big, and start stacking wins with Pick 6 from DraftKings, where every pick can pay off huge. We talked about some of the big matchups that we have this upcoming weekend. Rams Seahawks could be a fireworks show, to be honest with you. That's the one where I'm looking at the Lions for all of those receivers, everything. I think that could be a lighting up the scoreboard type of a game. So I'm going to pay attention to those, but there's a lot of good games to think about this upcoming weekend. New DraftKings customers, they get $50 in Pick 6 credits with just a $5 entry on your first Pick 6 set. You know the game. Now, make it pay. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now. Use the promo code PFF. That's promo code PFF, obviously in partnership with PFF. Play just $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. If you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problems with gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 plus age, and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. One per new customer. Bonus is awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Ends December 2nd, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos. All right. Can we fire off some super chats? Probably should.
Yes.
Daniel, $5 super chat. About to make a quick run to Chipotle for dinner. Anyone want anything? Yeah, I'll take a I'll take the Karloftis. Just give me triple rice and double rice, triple steak. I'll take one of those. $5 from Ben. Tired. Alfred Collins is still on the board. Wired. Breece Hall is still on the Jets. That's funny. Fredo, $5. Joe Burrow is Seth Rollins. Patrick Mahomes is Roman Reigns. Is Matt Stafford having his John Cena retirement tour and we all don't realize it? Perhaps.
It feels like he's got a lot left in the tank. It's unbelievable. Thought he was done years ago with his chronic back injury.
Are you talking about John Cena or Matt Stafford? I don't even know what
Stafford.
Could have been talking about Cena.
It can't be over, man. The guy's the MVP. Should be the MVP frontrunner right now.
Imagine if he wins MVP, wins a Super Bowl, and rides off.
I would respect nothing more in my life.
That would be unbelievable.
I would applaud standing up wherever I am.
Zach, $5 super chats. We appreciate all you guys for the super
chats.
Thank you guys.
Really.
And the regular chats. Obviously, you guys make this show so much fun. Garrett Nussmeier to the Jets. Because why not continue to draft unqualified quarterbacks? In parentheses, I'm an LSU fan. Jeez.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
You want to read this next one?
Yeah, Brandon, thank you for the $10 super chat. I saw an leaked report of someone saying Todd McShay reporting that Dante Moore is almost certainly returning to Oregon at this current time. Take that for what it's worth, though. Yeah, McShay has a video on his channel where he alludes to this. Verse, thank you for the $5 super chat. Are there any franchise high-value corners or centers in this draft? Well, we talked about a couple of corners already in the mock draft today.
Yeah.
Connor Lew got hurt. He was the top center.
Right.
So that's kind of a big domino.
I like Jake Slaughter from Florida, too.
Yeah, we talked about Slaughter for a while.
No Florida bias there. Like, I do think
I like
player.
Iowa center. Is it Logan Jones?
Yeah, Logan Jones.
Logan Jones has been good for like 5 years, by the way. So
I think the kid from Oregon is good. I can't pronounce his last name. I think he's solid. But yeah, those are the centers that really jump out that I think could be good. Hunter, $2 super chat. Good luck fixing the Browns. We are unfixable. Now we're going to do it.
We'll find a way.
We will find a way. We'll find a way. Arlo, $10 super chat. Hope it's been a good day, fellas. How many more quarterbacks before Garrett Wilson crashes out? Also, does Cassius Al, how does Cassius Al to Chicago sound? I mean, I think he'd be fantastic with the Bears. They keep winning games. You're not going to make it to him, but I think he would be fantastic for the Bears.
Shout out to Arlo's Jets fan mother, by the way. Thank you, Majel. $2.
I don't remember. Is that the reference from the last show?
Yeah, it was the cold open.
All right. Okay. All right. I couldn't remember who it was coming from.
It was
or
Arlo.
if you were just shouting out another random mother. I was going to be like, all right. This might have gone too far.
Exclusive. Jay Staw, thank you for the $20 super chat. Moment of silence for the Edmund Fitzgerald, please. James Alba, thank you for the $10 super chat. If the grades for the quarterback are similar across two drafts, doesn't it make sense to go quarterback now since the rest of the 27 draft has such elite talent in other spots? Mendoza with Jeremiah seems like a dream. Yeah, if they're even, we'll see where we land when we get there. I think there are higher expectations for the 27 quarterback class if two of these three guys go back into it. If this class is just Mendoza or just Simpson, and you're not picking to get that guy, then your hands are going to be a little tied.
Right. Let's see. Aiden, $5 super chat. Tua would never need to throw the ball again with the backfield of Devon Achane and Jeremiah Love. Just saying. Very true.
Right. Wishbone.
Joshua, $20 super chat. We appreciate you, Joshua. Thank you. If Moore stays, am simply drafting one of Tyson or Tate with a first round and Boston, Sadiq, or BPA on the defense. Let's go Jets. Find a way for sustainable success. Love the work both of you guys do. A PFF, NFLSC, Badlands War Room is a must.
Thank you, Joshua. Thank you. I appreciate that. One more here. We'll get back to the mock draft. Thank you, Jiri. Big fan of the show from Germany. You guys have any opinions on the Texas A&M offensive lineman or any Aggie besides Casey and Cassius? I think on summer scouting, we talked about their offensive line.
Okay, hold on. I'm reading two more really quick. Brady saying, please give the Chargers Pregnon. You guys are awesome.
A lot of love for Pregnon.
I know. Hopefully
it's like
we're saying his name correctly, or else we're butchering it. But I think we are. But again, I liked him when I watched him at USC. I didn't think we'd be given this. I didn't think he'd be climbing in a first round, second round conversation. So I'm not there yet with him. So I don't think he's going to be going in this first round mock. But I know a lot of people like him. And then this is the one that I wanted to get to. Super Pony, $5 super chat said, Colts fix your franchise when? 2028, Super Pony. You
got no picks.
You got to wait your turn.
I love it.
You're 8-2 or whatever their record is, close to it, whatever that is. Okay, let's get back to it.
Yep.
Back to the mock. Is it you or me?
I have no idea.
I think it's you.
It's been so long.
I think it's you. Yeah, you're up with the Bills.
Oh, I got the Bills.
Yeah. You were starting to talk about the Bills, and then I interrupted you.
Then you made up an ad. Can I see the wide receivers?
Yeah, anybody who's got speed. Anybody at all.
Right.
Oh, you should also pick TJ Parker here.
Man, how many edge players are they going to compile in this roster? I know they never want to play Landon Jackson, but...
Oh, yeah, they have Landon. But
Michael Hoyt tore his Achilles. So the wide receiver options, I see Chris Brazzell, Casey Concepcion, Deion Burks, Ian Strong, and Surratt would be size.
Chris Bell, I guess.
I know. Chris Bell is explosive. This is a tricky one.
I think I like Concepcion the most.
That's the guy that makes the most sense because of his big play ability.
Right.
In an offense where you're looking for somebody that can kind of turn the game at any moment.
And he's got the juice.
I'd go with Concepcion with this pick.
They have to have somebody who can bring some speed in there.
Yeah, just an explosive playmaker in that wide receiver room.
And I like Chris Brazzell to be that. I don't know if he's still in this really like first round sort of conversation.
Yeah, I haven't had him there, but
even then, yeah. Bears at 22. Oh, TJ Parker. I really do. Like I think this one's too easy here. Like you need somebody who knows how to get after the passer. He's a full-time defensive end. To be able to have him on one side and then you have Montez Sweat on the other. Austin Booker comes in to be a pass rush specialist for you. I really like this selection here. So we're going to go with TJ Parker from Clemson, who, to be honest with you, it deserves to go a lot higher in this draft. It's just sometimes tough to get him off the board specifically.
All right, Trevor, the Bucs are up at 23.
Yeah.
I am torn between two players, and tell me if I'm going down the wrong road.
Mm-hmm.
They are Kenyon Sadiq and Romello Height. I wish Sonny Styles was still here, but he's long gone.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I did too.
That's who I wanted at this pick.
No, I'm my greatest adversary. There's no doubt about that.
It's unbelievable that you did this to yourself.
I think Sadiq probably makes the most sense.
Right. Just a different look at tight end.
Yeah. They kind of went this route with OJ Howard and it didn't work for them. And they also really like Cade Otton.
Yeah, Cade Otton is good. He doesn't have the upside Sadiq has, but he's solid.
But here's something you have to remember about Tampa. They love David Walker. Loved him.
I totally forgot because he got hurt this summer.
Right, because he hasn't played at all this year because he tore his ACL before the season. So they love him. Can you keep scrolling down? Dude, I don't know if oh man, maybe Jennings Dunker.
Because of all the line injuries they've had this year.
Yeah, they've had to rotate a lot of guys around and like guard guard for them is somewhat established, but I don't think it's like, oh yeah, we wouldn't take a player like this if we didn't think that we could upgrade.
Right.
Oh man, that would rule.
I know you love him.
I love him at guard. I think he would rule, man.
I don't think he's going to be a top 25 pick, but I will wait to be proven wrong.
All right, honestly,
No, but I called in for your assist.
I think you should make the pick though. This is the fate that we are dealt when we pick odds and evens. We never think hindsight, or we never think I'm going to
take Sadiq, and part of the theory is you do need size at pass catcher. Whenever Evans gets hurt, it's like, I know Ibuka could play big, but this gives you legitimate size for Baker at pass catcher.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that I think they could do that. I think that he is athletic enough where I think that they would look past the OJ Howard not really working for them. So
right.
Cody Mock is also hurt, and Cody Mock coming back, and it would be Tristan Wirfs, Cody Mock, Graham Barton, Jennings Dunker, Luke Gedeke.
Sorry, I ruined your dream.
You ruined it. There's no other way. There's no other way to say it. No other way to say it.
The good news is you can get Jennings Dunker for the Bucks in round 2.
Just because of that, I'm going to take him right here for the Lions. Just because give me that kind of back talk, sass. I don't need that. Lions. Their type is Keldrick Falk.
Yes, it is.
Can I see corner? Because I think they could use an edge rusher, but they have Al-Quadin Muhammad, and he's playing well this year. There's just not a lot that, like the Lions, quote unquote, need. I wonder if they'd really love Avion Terrell. Can you click his name really quick, Tyler? Let's do Avion Terrell. I think he's a high IQ dude. Let's take him. He hasn't had as good of a year as we thought he might be able to have, but I think he's somebody who you can play in the slot. You can play him on the outside. He is a willing run defender. I think he's the type of dude for the Lions here.
The Cowboys at 25. You had them go David Bailey? Who am I misremembering this? Yeah.
David Bailey. Yeah,
David Bailey.
Yeah, David Bailey. Sorry, yes.
I assume they are able to re-sign George Pickens because of all the money they've freed up.
Feels like it.
Man. So they now have both Ezra and Bailey. They have Quinnen Williams. They have Kenny Clark if they don't want to move on from him. The chat is saying Cowboys take edge. You just took one in the first round.
Yeah, we just took David Bailey.
They have two first round picks.
Yeah.
So somebody who goes, now take Romello. I didn't take Romello to the Bucks. Man, is it crazy to think that you start to talk about somebody like Colton Hood here? And scroll up. All the way up. What's the best players available?
Dante Moore, still here.
Dante Moore's still there. God, I don't love this drop-off. I really don't. It's not great. It really might be Colton Hood. I see Jerry says CJ Allen. Obviously linebacker would be in play. I hope they sign Quincy Williams to play with Quinnen again. I think that's a no-brainer for them. Anthony Hill. There are options. Could go off-ball linebacker. If I was going to take a linebacker for the Cowboys here, it would be CJ Allen over Hill. So let's go with Allen then. I think he's a menace against the run. And their linebacker play has been horrendous this year.
They need a lot better against the run. Chargers at 20. What are we at? 26?
Yep.
What do Chargers need here? Probably Keldrick Falk.
They need some more beef on the defensive line. So
yeah,
that your answer was absolutely right. Or
I think this is a
do you take Caleb Banks and say screw it?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Caleb Banks is becoming my like big what if this year because I thought he was a top 10 player this summer. He hasn't played.
No, he just has not played at all. Yeah, look, if medicals fully check out for him, Caleb Banks feels like he is. That's a good call by you. I think this is a really good call by you. He could be a good run defender for him. He's a better presence, more dynamic presence in the middle. Let's go Caleb Banks. I'm okay with this. I feel like we've made
line too.
I feel like we made this pick before. Some people are screaming for O-line for them, but
yeah, I get it. The O-line's been horrible in front of Herbert. It has.
I could take Dunker, but I think they have the ability to. I know they're saying like they need O-line and they need to upgrade interior offensive line for sure, but I like the idea of picking Banks here. You get your starting 2 offensive tackles back. So like the offensive line is going to be better as a baseline anyways with those 2 guys being healthy. And then you'll have the opportunity later in the draft to add, in my opinion, like good interior offensive linemen. I feel as though the drop-off for defensive tackles is going to be a lot more steep. So I like the value of getting interior offensive linemen a lot of times in day 2 is a lot better. So that's just for Chargers fans out there. Like they definitely could go interior O-line. O-line's a major issue for them. But you have the ability to draft and acquire good guards and centers, I feel like, every year. You don't always have the guys who are as talented as Caleb Banks that you have the chance to acquire every single year. So that's why I do still like the Banks pick here.
The Rams, what did they do at 10? Was that the Sonny Styles pick?
CND saying they want my sweet prince to die on the field. Justin Herbert.
Yeah, if it happens.
Peter saying take Prongos here, you cowards.
No.
I don't think I'm going to do it yet. But I'm getting close. I'm getting close to picking him.
Peter's unhinged.
Yeah, Walker says Caleb can play both D-line and O-line.
Done.
Yeah. There you go.
Wisco said Caldwell has been looking good for the Chargers. Shout out to Connor's boy. I'd love to hear that. Because I know it was an up and down rookie start, but that would go a long way.
Guy. I mean, they need more than just him.
I feel like I kind of have a fun pick here for the Rams.
Who is this?
And I know the Rams. I kind of killed him already, but that's like as the perception as a top 10 pick at tackle. I mean, is this a world where you just take Caden Proctor because they love big maulers now on their line? And you go, let's see if he could survive and develop at right tackle. And if he can't, we'll find a place for him on our interior.
I mean, they have the interior, I think, pretty good with Steve Avila and
were YouTube featured?
Huh?
Apparently we're YouTube featured. That's what Josiah said. Mock drafts, dude. It's everybody's favorite drug these days.
I don't know what that means, but I'll take it.
We are the homepage.
We are the homepage. It's just if you go to youtube.com, it just pulls up this stream. Welcome, folks. Welcome. I don't know what that means. Okay. If you want to go Caden Proctor, I don't hate it. They have Steve Avila. They have Kevin Dodson, but Steve Avila can play center. They have Coleman Sheldon now at center, who's been fine. They have Bo Limmer as a backup. I think the only reason why you would take Caleb Proctor here if you're the Rams is if you believe he can play tackle for you.
Yeah, and that would be at right tackle for the long term.
Yes.
Aiden said the Rams don't need Proctor. They already have Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams. That's good. I like that. Yeah, we're gonna. I'm gonna go Proctor here at the end of round 1 for the Rams.
Okay. For the Patriots, Keldrick Falk.
I read that as you say that as somebody in the chat. Gavin said, if you take defense for the Pats, I'd be annoyed.
I guess they don't need him, do they? No, they don't. But
Luigi, we are not doing Dante Moore in this mock draft. Just to answer
this team rules.
Yeah, but they could keep building on the line, which there's not a lot of options we just went through.
Right.
That's a problem.
Yeah. They're not going to pick running back, obviously. They just moved on.
There's not a safety.
Keon White. They don't need a safety. Jalen Hawkins and Craig Woodson are playing well.
I forgot how good Woodson's been.
Can I see corner? Can I see corner? They need a wide receiver, guys.
Well, I get that because you're getting a year ahead on Stephon Diggs. 1 year early.
All right, let's see wide receiver. Let's see wide receiver. People are saying Chris Bell. He's probably going to be the fan favorite here. I don't hate that. Added athleticism. I like Elijah Sherrod more.
Then it's your mock draft, King. Take him.
I think so. I think Surratt and Drake May would be awesome.
Just the timing, the back shoulder balls.
Dude,
yeah,
so good.
It makes a lot of sense.
And I think Chris Brazzell gives you the vertical ability. I just don't know if he's going.
But can't Kyle Williams already do that for them?
Yeah, in theory. And when I say in theory, I mean he did that to the Bucks.
Sorry, too soon.
Thanks, brother. Somebody said Surratt is a Pats fan. Somebody else said, look at the damn chat. Andrew says, dunker, you cowards. Randy says, look at linebacker. Some random Mark said Chris Bell. Interior offensive line or linebacker. Dunker. When is it time for R. Mason Thomas? Get Blake Miller, Trevor. Everybody knows I love some Blake Miller.
You do. Like OG lover of Blake
Thank
Miller.
you. 2 years ago, buddy. 2 years ago. Check tape.
Everybody's just catching up.
I don't know if he's going to go round one. And I also don't know how to feel about Blake Miller and Will Campbell being on the same offensive line as your two offensive tackles.
The T-Rex duo.
Kind of struggle with strength, yeah.
Yeah.
Elijah Surratt, pick him.
It is. I like that pick a lot.
Yeah. He's going to be a stud.
The Eagles at 29.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, would this, if they're trading AJ Brown, and I'm not saying they are, you're going wide receiver in this spot.
They could go wide receiver anyways.
They probably need another interior offensive lineman, I would think. I know they've just dealt with a lot of injuries and turnover. Oh, boy, this is tricky. Let's see what the chat's saying. Keith Abney shout out. That's nice. I like that.
Okay.
I like Keith Abney a lot. Little Jennings Dunker shout out. Dang, I forgot Romello Height is still on the board.
He is. Look, Romello Height's having a great year, okay? But he's a fifth-year player who's
right. We need to be careful.
Sort of just a streamlined pass rusher. So, I think that he could go anywhere from back end of the first round, early part of the second round, even late part of the second round. I don't know how the NFL is going to view him. So
I know my pick.
Okay.
As good as they are in a lot of different areas of the secondary, they still need another corner. They do, and I'm going to take Colton Hood.
Ooh, okay.
Fits their aggressive, physical play style. They need another guy across from Quinyon.
For the Denver Broncos here at number 30, I am going to take Keldrick Falk. I am going to get him off the board because this upcoming free agency, the Broncos have John Franklin Myers, Malcolm Roach, Zach Allen, I believe Nick Singleton. No, he's not. Yeah, he just signed a deal. Oh, no, Zach Allen also signed his deal, I think. But we still have John Franklin Meyer and Malcolm Roach as free agents this upcoming offseason. Not sure if those guys are coming back. So you have the ability to continue to beef up the defensive line. They could go with wide receiver, but I think you can wait on wide receiver, especially for a guy like Falk who's still here. You want to keep the strength. So we're going Keldrick Falk.
All right, I'm up with the Seahawks. The chat has been begging me to replace Anthony Bradford, their right guard.
Oh,
I think.
Boy, do I know just the player.
I think you're gonna get your wish.
Boy, do I know just the player.
How do we clone Gray Zabel? How do we do it? Step on down, Jennings.
I don't think he's a Gray Zabel clone.
No, but he's not. He's just not as good as Zabel. But Zabel was phenomenal.
But I do think that it would be hilarious getting him on this interior offensive line.
Jennings Dunker, you are a Seattle Seahawk.
Yeah. Okay. Jennings Dunker there. And then the Jets.
Wow, I totally forgot the Jets have another first-round pick.
Who did we pick with the Who did you pick for the Jets?
Carnell Tate. It's the best pick of the draft.
I mean, maybe. Okay, so are you taking Christian Miller here? Who are you taking?
This is your pick, brother.
Yeah, don't.
I want no responsibility for this.
This is your pick, brother. Me.
I just did. I'll do it again. Watch me. Wait, what are we sifting through here?
Caden McDonald.
I like Caden McDonald a lot.
All right, we're going Caden McDonald. Let's take Caden McDonald here.
Listen, if I was sitting in front of Woody Johnson,
Super Bowl champion New York Jets, Keegan said.
That took me a second. Oh, that's good.
Picking 32.
It happened, folks. It happened. If I was in front of Woody Johnson and he was like, Connor, you've watched this team for a long time. Like, I'm going to have you as a consultant for 20 minutes. What? And I'd have a giant, as I always did, I have a giant board behind me with a curtain over it. And I'd be like, listen. And I pull the curtain. It just says, draft Ohio State players. And
that's what it is.
Would I be wrong? Carnell Tate, Caden McDonald, 2027, Julian Sayin and Jeremiah Smith with Garrett Wilson. Have I fixed the Jets?
Gone said Justin Fields kissing the Lombardi.
Oh, man. Justin Fields, backup quarterback. The Ohio State plan.
Oh, running quarterback who we're not going to give designed runs to. Wow, what a concept. Incredible.
What if we signed?
No, it's masterclass. No, wait, Tyler, you can't take the mock draft simulator down yet. We've got to do whatever, the rapid fire for the teams. Who do we have? The Falcons, second round. Can you scroll in the second round? What do we have? The Falcons, the Jags, and the Packers. Really quick. So the Falcons are at 42. Dude, they need wide receiver. Bad.
Yeah, good thing they can get one in the first round. Oh, wait.
Oh, hold on. I picked I just say why I pick number 42.
Jeremy Bernard, I am all over here.
Ooh.
All over.
Great pick.
All over. Michael Penix throws the ball 900 miles an hour. Jeremy Bernard has some of the best hands in the draft.
Yes. Okay, so we're going Jeremy Bernard to the Atlanta Falcons in the second round. And then keep scrolling down. Where's the next one? We got to get to the Packers, the Jags. Okay, the Jags. I can't see where the Jags are. Am I dumb?
They're 51. They're right in front of you.
Okay, yeah. The question was yes. Or the answer to the question was yes. Oh, they need safety play. AJ Halsey, baby.
Yeah, it's been a problem.
My man, AJ Halsey. The safety from LSU. I think he's awesome. I think any of these safeties here, Kamari Ramsey be in the conversation here for Jacksonville as well. It could be offensive line as well. I've got that listed there if it ends up being a major issue for them. But I think safety is also a huge issue for them in the secondary. So my guy is AJ Halsey. For the Green Bay Packers, maybe like interior offensive line, perhaps. Maybe defensive tackle. Like who's left at defensive tackle?
I could use another corner, honestly.
Could potentially use another corner.
I love their corner play.
All right, let's go.
I know they spent some money on it, but
might be able to get big citrus here if you're the Green Bay Packers.
This is probably the Keith Abney territory.
Yeah, I like Keith Abney here. That's a really good pick as well. Okay, we're going Keith Abney, the corner from Arizona State for the Green Bay Packers, and then the last pick here would be the Colts. Right?
That's right.
So the Colts, you could stay right here at corner.
Ooh.
I like if Chris Johnson's still available from San Diego State, I think he'd be excellent for them. I also I like D'Angelo Pons from Indiana. I know he's a little bit shorter, but the dude's just an absolute dog.
Yeah, or a pass rush specialist here.
Do we have one? Let's go to edge rusher, see if we have one a little bit later.
Some of these are bigger, heavier-handed edge players.
Zion Young. I don't hate him. You're
bigger, heavier-handed, but good player.
Good player.
Really good player.
I kind of like corner a little more, honestly. I like that value for corner. They just drafted Sauce, but do you think they'd draft another one? Maybe they wouldn't.
You traded a lot for Sauce, invested a lot in Sauce.
But their corner group, I think, still stunk outside of that. Anyways, let's go pass rusher. I like Zion Young, the edge rusher from Missouri. There we go, folks.
That's the doozy right there.
YouTube featured. I have no idea what that means.
We are
all
YouTube.
of you guys. I appreciate all of you guys watching, listening. However you were taking in this content, we appreciate you guys. If this is your first time watching or listening to NFLSC, we would love for you to subscribe for the channel. We do all sorts of player rankings, mock drafts, team-centric mock drafts, basically covering the draft any way that you want to. We're going to be doing it here on this channel. So we'd love for you guys to be a part of the Addicts. Shout out to all you guys who gave us the super chats throughout the show, the regular chats, making these so much fun. The mock drafts are always a great time because I feel like we can bring in the biggest collection of addicts, and it just makes for a really good time. So shout out to you guys. If you want to follow the show at NFLSC Show on TikTok, on Instagram, on Twitter, all that good stuff. At Tampa Bay Trey for me, at Connor J. Rogers for Connor. On Wednesday, we are fixing the New York Jets. The New York Jets have fired Brian Daboll, which
Giants. The Giants.
What did I say?
The Jets.
We already fixed it. We already fixed the Jets.
I am not fixing the Jets.
All right, Wednesday, we are fixing the Jets again. No, Wednesday, we are fixing the New York Giants again. They have fired Brian Daboll, which triggers a clause in our contract, which means that we then have to immediately go to a Fix Your Franchise episode. So what we'll do there is we'll take a deep dive into everything that went wrong and got us here with the New York Giants. We'll talk about some draft history, some of the roster, the guys that we need to keep, the guys that we need to cut, and of course, we will do a Giants-centric mock draft after we go through a full staff upgrade, all that good stuff. Yes. What is it?
The chat just saying it's a force of habit to say fix.
Yeah, unfortunately it is.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it is. Fix the tri-state.
Unfortunately, it is. Last couple of super chats I just want to get to. Wisco, $10 super chat. I know my beloved Packers don't have a first-round pick. Who should they take in the second? Well, we gave you a couple of options there. Said Big Citrus, Abney, Anthony Lucas. I feel like those guys would be good options for them as well. Peter had a $50 super chat. Peter, $50. We love you, Peter. Thank you for sponsoring the show. The entire
Pro Peter focus.
He said to piggyback off of Brady, where's the love for Pregnon and Lalomu? I think that's the center from that's the center from Oregon who I said that I actually like. The center class, low-key, kind of nice. Draft Luke Goatmeyer. And then he keeps calling me Lil Bro. Peter, we might have to fight.
He is little broing you.
Yeah, he's been little broing me like throughout the whole show.
He's
just kidding, Peter.
He's poking the bear.
No, we like brothers. Peter and I can throw fisticuffs, but then you can bro hug it out afterwards, like the movie Warrior. That'll be when Peter and I meet for the live in person NFLSC recording. Zachary, $20 super chat, said this podcast is amazing. Driving home from work, but it's 10 times better live. We appreciate you, Zachary. Thank you, Zachary.
Anthony from Harlem. Guys, after a weekend in which the New York Jets cannot complete the forward pass, I find it despicable. You mocked them Tyson with Fernando still on the board. Mocked them Carnell Tate. So your point stands. I get it. Listen, I get it. And if you're talking about the mock draft we did on fixing the Jets, we did two. We did one with a quarterback and one without. If you want Fernando Mendoza to the Jets, I hear you out.
You're not allowed to have him. You're not allowed to have him.
Not in this edition. We'll see. But thank you for the super chat, Anthony.
Last super chat here. Connor, this one's for you. $20 for Jay Vandy. What is your definitive uncrustable ranking / tiers? To me, the raspberry is S tier of uncrustable flavors. What say you guys? Any hot takes? Just want to say how much I love the show, how wholesome and sweet of friends that y'all are. Well, we hope that always comes out. And to be honest, we hope that it always comes out to you guys as well. We love doing this show, and we love going live with you guys to hang out with y'all, talk some NFL draft. It is truly some of the best parts of my week. So we appreciate all you guys out there. Connor, do you have a favorite uncrustable or uncrustable tiers?
Is it diabolical that I'm just a grape man?
You just an OG?
Just an OG classic. I've tried the others and they're good. I don't find the take wild at all, but I'm unk status, dude. Peanut butter and jelly, just with grape jelly.
Wait, we had somebody who said they gave us a $10 super chat that I missed it. Last one. Oh, Handsome R. Here we go. Joined late. Just went back and saw who went number one overall. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Well, you got a good football player. I don't know what to tell you. We appreciate you, Handsome. Thank you for the $10 super chat.
My disappointment is immeasurable. That's a good line. You made my day, Handsome, even though I ruined yours.
We love you guys. We really do. We appreciate you. We appreciate all the super chats, even though we couldn't get to all of them. You guys are just the support that you have for the show, it means so much to us. So keep hanging out with us. Keep getting into the regular chat with us, even beyond just the super chats. We love you guys. Thank you. For Tyler Cook, producing everything behind the glass. For Connor Rogers, I'm Trevor Sikkema saying thank you guys so much for watching the NFL Stock Exchange.